This is ESPN on ABC.
Welcome to Wrigley Field, where it is do or die day for the San Diego Padres and the Friar Faithful. While the Chicago Cubs are one win from their first postseason series victory in 8 years. It's Game 2 of the National League Wild Card Series.
Over a long regular season, patterns develop and trends form. But each game is defined by moments made.
That is gone!
It's about to get wild.
Now they're magnified because survival is on the line.
The Cubs smash out of their slumber with back-to-back home runs. A postseason roar we haven't heard in Wrigley for a long time.
Make enough moments and move on.
The 11th walk-off win this season.
Wow, what a catch!
The 9th home run for the Yankees.
Got him! 13th strikeout.
He caught it!
It's that simple and that hard. Major League Baseball's Wild Card.
Game 2 at the friendly confines. It is gorgeous weather once again for the Chicago Cubs, 92-70, and the San Diego Padres, 90-72. The winner of this series has a date with Milwaukee, the top seed of the National League, with the Dodgers, Reds, and Phillies on the other side. And the Cubs are just one win away from getting there. We can today officially say welcome to October baseball. October the 1st, Kevin Brown, Jessica Mendoza, Ben McDonald. Thrilled to share it with all of you as the Cubs look to advance to face the Brewers and the Padres try to stay alive. A little desperation, Jess, for San Diego, which needs more from its stars.
Yeah, the biggest dogs have got to show up, and that's Fernando Tatis Jr. and Manny Machado. We talked about it yesterday. For this offense to get going, it begins and ends with those two. Luis Arraez in the middle is a 300 hitter. When you look at the top 3 hitters in their lineup, 0 for 11 yesterday. The biggest reason why they didn't get the W, if they want to advance, it's got to be those two that start to get the bats going.
Meanwhile, for Chicago, there's really not one thing, Ben, that stands out with this Cubs team. What stands out and what stood out yesterday, every little thing.
It's a complete team, and it's a team that can beat you a lot of different ways, and I think they clearly showed that yesterday. Remember, it was a 1-0 lead for the Padres going to the 5th inning, and then Seiya Suzuki stepped to the plate. He hits a solo home run, so now we got a tie ball game, and then right behind him, Carson Kelly, he goes right up top shelf off of Nick Pivetta. It's that 4-seam fastball that the Cubs that had a lot of trouble with powered it out. And yeah, they played a little small ball. How about Matt Shaw? First sacrifice bunt of the year for him. That would lead to a sacrifice fire in the 3rd run of the game for the Cubs. And the defense on point, certainly for the Chicago Cubs. Dansby Swanson, 2-time Gold Glover. He made 2 outstanding plays. Matthew Boyd, the starter, was outstanding. And how about the Cubs bullpen? They faced 14 batters yesterday. They retired all 14 of them. So the Cubs show you they can beat you a lot of different ways.
Usually it's the folks from San Diego who appreciate all the small things, but the Cubs took the wind out of their sails yesterday, and the Wild Card Series will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations. The second postseason meeting between the Padres and the Cubs. Rick Sutcliffe, Cy Young winner that year, shut out San Diego and homered in a Game 1 win. The Cubs took the first 2, but Steve Garvey and the Padres rallied to win the last 3 and make it to their first World Series. Padres going to have to rally from a Game 1 loss again. They'll have to win Game 2. No best of 5 here. San Diego 18th in the regular season in runs per game. Mike Schilt liked the at-bats yesterday, even if the Padres only scored 1. Rolls out the same 9 today. Xander Bogaerts had the best at-bats of any Padre. He'll bat 5th and play short. Well, Andrew Kittredge is on the mound. Chicago goes with an opener today ahead of Shota Imanaga. So Kittredge pitched in the 8th inning yesterday, and he'll get the first in Game 2.
Yeah, threw 14 pitches yesterday, 10 of which were strikes. A solid year for him. Spent some time on the IL with some knee surgery, but still made 54 appearances. He's making his 16th start of his career. The last time he started a ball game, you got to go all the way back to 2021 was the last time Andrew Kittredge actually started the ball game. But all they need him to do is get the first 3 outs. And then you're going to use that sinker and that slider to do so.
There's walkout music. Joan Jett's cover of Crimson and Clover greets us here at Wrigley Field for Game 2, where we had a rarity, a starting pitcher come out of the bullpen to begin the game. And with the bullpens in the wall here, it added an element of theatricality to today's proceedings. Kittredge and Tatis, it'll be great theater right from the start. Here we go in Game 2.